Hello, hello. Testing, testing. Any audio out there? And, what do we got going here? Reset that. We'll be going here live in a few minutes, guys. Just bear with me as I get things set up. All right. Oh, so we got some people in right now. It looks like Mitch, these old flapping lips, Alfred, and Trinidad. Thanks for joining in. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. It's been a long week for me, I know. Probably for a lot of you guys. Let me know how is the audio coming through, and if if the video looks okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself a drink and get situated here. Alright, so this week I think I'm just gonna do another show, kind of doing some projects on the bench, if you guys don't mind. I don't have a guest, so we're just going to get some projects done and hopefully talk to you guys about how your week has been and what projects you guys might have been getting after. I did see, hey Stanley, very good to see you, my friend. Man, Stanley, me and him went way back. I think I told you guys on here before, probably around 2008 or so we met, and he worked at a motorcycle dealership I was at, and we were messing around with little Team Associated RC18s back then. No, that's okay. Whoever hits the hearts, it's all good. It just I think it helps with the engagement on the channel anyway. So anytime you guys hit the hearts, thumbs ups, or chat, or any of that stuff, it's good for the channel. So I do got some cool scratchers if things get slow later for the Halloween season. Frankenstein, the monsters, Universal monsters. Oh, so these are all Universal Monsters scratchers. I know this ain't a scratchers channel, but sometimes we get kind of off topic, and that's usually something we do with the guests. We'll see about that. I do have a part to fix my Arrma Creighton 4S, and I want to talk about the the new Mojave that's coming out. I'm pretty happy that it's come out, but I'm having some mixed feelings about it, because I wish some of the stuff they've done to it, they'd have done to the version 2 Creighton 4S. I also have a little bit of work to do. Not really work, but I think I have a front fender to put on my Pro Moto. But I'm going to get started on this part first. So, hey Dingo RC. Good to see you guys. Thank you for tuning in. So this 4S Creighton, you'll see it's got stripped out in here. Hopefully I got the right part. That's what I need right here. Dropping stuff already. Alright, so I'm guessing we'll see how it goes. And he gets home, and A-Man has shipped his Pro Circuit out. Alright. And that may help my issue. Where can I get you to stay? I've got to get a fan on this. It feels like it's getting a little too hot over here. Let me know if we're buffering horribly or not, guys. I'm having a little trouble figuring it out on my side. Well, as normal. Having to rearrange some stuff to try to get the fan blowing my phone here. Hopefully that'll smooth things out. All right. All right, dudes. Where did we drop off at? Oh, I was moving this out the way. Yeah, so I'm just got to replace this. Let me see if I have the right tools here to do this. Doesn't look like it. Grab the toolbox real quick. Yeah, that was a gem buoy. It was just a buoy. It was in the way. It was stuck on the magnetic strip for it holds my tools, and I tried to hang the fan on that. Had to try to get the fan cool off a little bit. Oh man, are you telling me I don't have my? Did I plug it in? I may not have any power today. That'd be frustrating. Might have left it plugged in at work. Maybe I left it plugged in over here. Well, we may be going manual mode. I think I remember plugging that battery in a day or so ago and never actually messing with it again, so that's what we'll have. That's okay. So who got a chance to drive their Pro Motos this week? I did not. I got no chance to drive. Man, I'm a little frustrated. I may have left more tools at work than I thought. I don't feel like I'm being very safe with this little poker. I'm just trying to... Darn, thought I had it, did not. I feel like I'm about to jab myself with it. Well, I really don't need to take it off, I think. I think I can just push it through. Right about that? No, I think it's going to have to come off. Aye. Maybe I need a screwdriver to try to get under that lip. That's tight. It's not doing it either. Could have swore I've had these off before without that much trouble. There we go. Oh, no, there we went. I let it go. Okay. So I just need to replace this end. This little spring goes right over it and keeps this pin in place, which you see that pin just fell out. And I have a pretty good idea of how this stripped. So the very first time I got this Kraton, it was brand new. It was one of the first that they had shipped, so any problems were going to be shown on it. And when I first got it, This fell off in like the first 2 minutes. Just came out of the diff output. And I was like, well, I'm not that surprised. They probably rushed it through to try to get done. I debated on putting some grease on here. What do you guys think? I think, no. I think it'd just attract more dirt. I drive in a lot of dry stuff. If it was not so dry and dusty, I probably would. So, Trinidad been too busy, and Dingo is moved and hasn't played in over a month. Dude, I feel you. I've worked more this week than I have in a long time. One of the guys at work has not been feeling well, so he has been out. And I doubt he's watching, but if he is, wishing you a speedy recovery. Hope you get to feeling better soon. We've been holding down the fort while you've been gone. But, yeah, man, it's been a busy week, at least for me. Seems like it's been a couple of busy weeks. I have not had much. Even though I've been doing a lot of fun stuff, it's still taking up time. Oh, I don't like this little clip. It's such a pain. Alright, well, it's pretty solid. This clip, I gotta give it one thing. It's pretty damn tight. It's not like it's gonna fly out of there. But it's not easy to deal with either. Hey, old Flapping Lips is back. That's Tim. Glad to have you back. If you haven't already, check out Tim's his Facebook group, Losi Pro Moto 1/4 Scale Owners Group, I believe. I believe that's the name of it. We'll get it right one of these days. Alright, so what do we got going on here? Oh yeah. So this thing came out the very first day I drove it after about 2 minutes of driving it. And I just threw it back on real quick at the track. And I feel like I never got it pushed on all the way. And well, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Kraton now. I'm going to clean a little bit of this off, so I have room to put my Kraton down. And I'm going to start doing this. You guys got any questions or comments? We'd love to hear it. What do you guys think is going to be the next version? Or here's my question. Do you think Losi is going to release another Pro Moto? I've got my Pro Motos just sitting right off to the side. I have something else cool to show you here in a minute though. Will there be another Pro Moto, as in like a street bike or a version 2 on this dirt bike? Or will somebody else come out with it first? Like, is there competition for Losi looming? Does anyone got to venture to guess on that? Alright guys, here's the 4S Kraton. Pretty filthy. Internally it's not that dirty at all, but the outside stuff got pretty dirty, so I'm going to pull the tires off real quick. So that's one less thing. Kind of contaminate the area we're working in. Hopefully I can do it without knocking too much dirt off of these tires and wheels. So Trinidad's never seen a Kraton other than in picture. Really big 5th scale. It won't even fit on this bench I'm working on. But the 6S is not a whole lot bigger than this one physically. Oh, it is bigger. You'll notice this 4S version is mostly made out of composites, plastics, whereas the 6S is a lot of aluminum. But this is still very sturdy, other than a potential weak point in the chassis, which usually you're really asking for it when you break that, though I've seen a lot of them broke. Yeah, time to smoke up. Let's do it. I'm going to have a quick smoke while I read the chats here. So, these body panels, yeah. That would be cool. I'd like to see something like that. I think that would not, obviously I don't think it would be that hard to make it. I would assume they've almost got it made already. Hey Wolf Tracks, what's up, bud? So man, Wolf Tracks, I didn't know, this is the first I'm talking to you. He came by and got another Pro Circuit Kawasaki. Was that one for you, Wolf Tracks, or is that for your buddy? You're on your personal third. See, I like that about Wolf Tracks. He doesn't mess around. If he likes something, he gets it. Because I got to sell some stuff. I really got to sell. This one right here is going to be for sale too. Two Kawasaki's and one red. And I think the Cowies are kind of for keepsakes to keep in the box for at least now. I really, really wish I'd have brought my battery home. I made this job so much quicker. Let me see if I have another power tool that I could use. It has not been charged in a long time. That's not going to work. No power tools. That's a bummer. I'm going to pull this off before this makes a mess. So, we didn't get to go this Thursday. I was working. I'm usually off Thursday, but I was working, and so was Wolf Tracks. He was out of the area, so no promoter for us this weekend, or this week. We usually get together with some guys on Thursday. That didn't happen. Yeah. So it obviously goes right here. The problem is, unless I split the cases, it's really hard to get a straight shot to tighten, to get it deep enough, and then tighten this lock nut, or this set screw. So what I think I'm going to do is, even though it's going to take a lot of screwing, I'm going to loosen up the bottom diff case bolts and just kind of spread that out. Give me a little bit of room in there. I've never had this car apart. It's nothing really has ever broke on it, like where I had to get in here. Oh man, look at him. That wasn't supposed to come out. How did that come out? The pin must have came out of that. That's weird. I'm gonna have to go back on camera and watch that later. Anyone notice when that fell out? So if you get the used one, you'll be get it turning into a 97 YZ250. Hell yeah, I like that. I'm gonna go try to hit the sand pit here. Man, I have not. Oh, cool. Realistic drop gate. That's fun. Very fun. So yeah, I haven't driven it really in sand too much. Tried a little bit in Florida, but no, for the most part, I wasn't able to get much in there in the sand. I think drag racing in the sand might be okay, but I feel like it could be a lot of front wheel washouts. But when you're, like when I was on a sandy baseball diamond, it was a lot of fun if you're just roosting around. So we got it over 100 miles an hour. Is that what that says? 87 and 89. Oh, well, Moorhead got over 70. Okay. And the other guy's set 87, 89. And it's not, usually to get something going fast enough, fast like that, is a situation of having a long enough road and a big enough battery and a big enough motor. But on a Pro Moto, it's got to be so much more to it, because the front's so light, it's going to pull up on the front. You have the gyroscopic effect to take into account, which it wasn't designed to do 100, so who knows how it's going to react. So that's cool. Yeah, people trying that. I actually thought about trying it when I saw that Moorhead had a I think he put the 4S Creighton ESC in it to do that. And I have, this 4S Creighton ESC right here. And I also have a spare 6S, a brand new 6S Creighton ESC. So I thought, why don't I put the 6S in this and take the 4S and put it in Pro Moto. But then I said, Earl's doing all this work. Let me watch him do it and see how well it goes first. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that those, the one Earl's using is this. This is a really small ESC, but it's 4S. I'm pretty sure he's using this one. So guys, if you've never seen how a Creighton 4S, or really any of the center drive shaft collapses, it's spring loaded. So you grab it and pull it forward. I don't know if you guys can see that, but just pull it forward and it will come out, and then you pull it out from the front. That is the drive shaft, held in by spring. Has one bearing on it. Most of them have a bearing. Then, oh, you got to pull this screw on the bottom, which I didn't put in last time. Good for me. Must have known I'd be taking it apart again soon. And I have to get in here to pry this block out. So this block, it's in there pretty tight. It needs to be, because it really strengthens the bottom of the chassis. It goes along with the rest of this. But it needs to come out because we need to pull the motor. So this is a lever right here. You can pull this right here. Yeah, it's funny. These things are like snapped together. The first time I saw it, I was like, are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. And then I started messing with it, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. I love this. So they're sometimes tight, but you see how I popped that up and just kind of shook it forward. Now your power module is out of there. So you just pull these wires. This is stock electronics. Here's your motor. This is a slipper clutch. This is why I'm not happy. Version 2 with a slipper clutch, but they came out with the Mojave and it has a differential. The Mojave should have this should have a differential too. But anyway, I'm pulling all that out just so I can kind of spread this diff case some to give me some room to work in there. Gonna have a drink. If you guys want to drink, drink with me. Cheers. Black leather jacket and chain and some and some sterno. What is that? I need a black leather jacket. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, I think I know what you're doing. You're wanting to be what's that movie? I know what you're talking about. I just can't think of it right now. The motorcycle, the riding skeleton. So, Wolf Treks, what have you got going this weekend? Any chance of getting together to do some RC? Probably not. I might go tomorrow at some point. I'm not for sure. It's going to be later in the day if I do. And by that I mean like 1 or 2. I just realizing that the stuff I'm doing is not actually on camera. I'm going to go ahead and move some stuff. A lot of the work I'm doing is actually off camera. Kind of fine. Oh, here's the pin. It's right there. So they have a set screw in the center. I guess it was worked its way out. Man. I thought I'd be smart a few days ago and plug in my battery at work. You have the charger there, so I could charge up my power tools, and I left it. That's how it goes. So now that I was able to, not sure you really see it, but I opened up this and I was able to get the axles shoved far enough onto the diff out drive. And I'll go ahead and put this set screw on, and we should be good to go again. There's set screws on 2 sides of it. I'm curious. I think there's only 1 cutout in the diff though, the diff out drive for one. So I think I'm just going to go with 1. Yeah, I should hold it just fine. Alright, so let's put, how's that differential look? Without taking it all apart. Oh, dry. Dry as a bone. Dry, dry, dry. Well, we can't leave it like that. Let's take shocks off and we'll be able to get that. Diff greased up. I've never taken this car apart because it's not really broken much. I haven't driven it a whole lot. So this will be my first time looking at the diff from the factory, and I have a feeling it's pretty dry. Wow. Is that the grease they put on it? Do you guys see that? Let's spin this. This piece of grease, this little tiny piece of grease was maybe what they put on it. This is horrible. Wow. I'm glad I popped that open. Maybe I'll go ahead and pop the front open too. And we're definitely going to grease those when we got it apart. Hey, Pirate Mike Thompson, good to have you in. Yeah, everyone, it's Pirate. He's just been kicking ass and taking names when it comes to RCs recently. He sent me a picture today of his newly built Truggy. Man, it looks good. It looks sharp. He's a proud owner of a new Techno ET48 2.0. Yeah, that should have been done at the factory. That was really dry. too bad the day I left my back. Okay, so Pirate, your race is up. Talk soon. I'm in between racing right now. Kathy on Facebook, he's got a video with his GPS at 89 miles an hour. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. If I could just control mine at 30 miles an hour, I'd be happy. I really like this truck. Like I said, it's just a really easy to work on truck. Very modular. Stuff clicks in and out of place. Real easy to work on. So I wish that Arrma, I know you guys aren't really Arrma guys, but I don't think you are anyway. If you are, let me hear it if you guys have any Arrmas. Man. Trying to remember which were these two for. So yeah, Arrma made this crate at the first time, like maybe 3 or 4 years ago. There was a version 1, basically the same car, just a little bit smaller, physically smaller. So they made a version 2. It came out maybe a year ago, which is better, but potential. Well, now they came out with a Mojave 4S. They've never had one of those. It's a short course truck. They've had a 6S Mojave. Well, now they have a 4S, and it looks better than this. It does have a center differential. All of this looks sturdier, more beefed up. So we'll see. Shall see. Yeah. So he spent a few minutes balancing the front wheel on the bike with a little blue tack, going to install these hot racing frame supports and then rebalance tomorrow, I think. Cool. I think my friend Art, I think my buddy Art might have also got some of those ring supports. I have not balanced any tires since I'm just doing slower, you know, just stock runs. I'm not worried about it as of yet. I wouldn't mind doing it if I had the time to, certainly. But you guys haven't been able to. It's not at the top of the list of the price. My yellow bike. These rod and ball, the ball tonight. Let me know how it. Hobby Town. Yeah. Amen about Hobby Town. Hobby People was owned by, I think, there's a company called Global Distribution or something like that. My boss actually used to work for them, the distributorship side of it. They distributed XTM. That was that car. It was all that gold stuff on it. I mean, blue stuff. But yeah, if you guys could tell me, has it been like? I think it was this one. Together. It's like a Lego car, separate, but way better when you get them sorted at least. They do sometimes, I'll admit, Arrma sometimes takes a little bit of sorting to get it ready. But once you do, it's a great ripper. Feels like that should have been able to, no, it wasn't in all the way. Alright. So it's been buffering a little bit here. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. You know, the next time I do this show, if I don't have guests, I'm just going to do it from up at the apartment. Because I can just do it from a table in the apartment. I just have to bring my RC stuff up there first. That would be the only thing. But I would have a good internet service up there. We are hoping to be able to move soon. And if so, bring you this show from a whole lot better location, and obviously, you know, better internet connection and all that. So does anyone know what it means when it says on the YouTube Studio app, error, your encoder is sending data faster than real time. Multiple seconds of video each second. You must rate limit your live upload to approximate. It acts like it's buffering too much, or whatever. Let me try to open the widget. Who knows? Yeah. Oh, I see. I have a better widget now open. I can see the stream health. So right now it looks like the stream health's probably good, and it comes and goes. Interesting. Interesting. All right. So this thing is just about done. It's just it is a fun car, but I'm not planning to drive it this week, so I don't know if I'm going to be putting any tires on it. I don't know what the next set. Oh, forgot my axle. Hey guys, let me show you how this axle goes in. It is ridiculously easy and kind of cheeseball when you first look at it, but dude, it works. So you just put the front of the axle in, take the back of it, pull it forward, try to do your best to get this bearing into its little home, and snap the axle into place, and there it is. It's in place. This bearing just basically rides in that little groove there. The bearing just basically helps stabilize it at high speed. It doesn't need to have it. Some of the short chassis wheelbase ones I don't think even have it. What are you doing? That thing's a pain. I don't know which way it is, but I'll force it one way or another. I like using the wrong tool. It's a hammer. Anybody plan to go and get the Pro Motos or any RCs out tomorrow? Oh, didn't even notice I moved that. Yeah, that's funny. It's the first time I think I've actually had to use a hammer on an Arrma. No, actually on the 6S I've had to hammer a lot of stuff out probably. Alright, let me throw some tires on this. I'll just put its regular tires on. Oh, you know what? The best tires for this Arrma, and I haven't even used it yet, are not the Arrma Creighton tires. The best tires for this Creighton, and most people would agree, are the 4S Outcast tires. These bad boys rock. And so we're going to throw them on this. I even run this on my 6S Creighton a lot of times. So I have an extra spare set here. Yeah. This is a tire, it's got a nice flat surface, so you still get some decent handling out of it. It'll slide decent, but it's still a kind of a monster truck tire. It's not small. It's not as small as the truggy tires. So if you're on something, anything rougher than a groomed track, these really work great. Wolf Tracks, I'll wait for you to put the rotor blades on whenever you come over. We'll do it over here. So one thing I have not even, I'm still have the stock body on this. I usually like to get a body and paint it, but I have not. Like, I really haven't run this much. Even though it looks kind of dirty, it's probably got less than 10 packs through it. And now it's got a brand new set of tires along with its other set of tires. If anyone's interested, make me an offer. Everything I have is currently for sale, but I'm not selling it all. I'll only sell like 2 or 3 things. Then I'll have enough cash for my next adventure. So, Creighton 4S, I have 2 of them, a version 1 and a version 2. Maybe if you want to all of a sudden get into the Creighton Legacy, you can buy both of them from me. And you'll have version 1, version 2, and who knows when they come out with version 3. I really do like this truck. This truck is really a pretty good truck. This is filthy. It pains me to put this back on there, but there's not much I can do. I think I'll run this tomorrow and knock some of the dirt off of it. The dirt's really dry, so just beat it around a little, it'll be fine. Man, I wish my buddy Chelios could have come in. He was supposed to be in tonight, but something popped up again, unfortunately. Alright, so this guy's done. Let's see if I have the body for it. Oh yeah, this is filthy. I forgot. So last time I drove this, a couple weeks ago, we were at the track and it just rained just a little bit. And I was like, well, I'm not putting my Techno out there. So I put the Truggy out there. And it does really well. The outside got muddy, as you guys can see. Did a pretty good job of keeping the inside really clean, though, comparatively. So, great truck. I'd highly recommend it. This is in good shape. If anyone wants it, let me know. Might even throw in a battery. And I'll throw in a cleaning. I'll take it apart. I still need to grease the front diff. I did the rear. The front's probably just as dry, but since I don't have power tools, it's not happening tonight, guys. Do that maybe next time. But move this out of the way. Move on to the next. Alright, I'm going to sit down for a second. I hope you guys don't mind. Chill and have a drink. Hello, the RTR. Man, why did... I try to read your guys' chat, but the bottom one, like these old flapping lips, whoever's is the most recent one, is always got that heart, the silly heart, blocking half of the damn chat, so I can't read it. All I can read is Lozy RTR. Run it through the dishwasher. Oh, I see. There was some questions there. Dude, I would run it through the dishwasher if I had one. I gotta wash dishes by hand. What was I saying? Oh, I pull the electronics out. You guys saw how quickly I could pull the motor out? I can pull the ESC and servo and receiver. They all come out in 5 screws. Zzz, 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 zzz. With the power, it's 5 screws. It's 6. It's 5 that hold in that part of the electronics, and a 6 is on the servo horn. So 6 screws, and I have all the electronics out, and I just put it in the tub or whatever, the sink, and use the wand that I wash the dogs with and actually wash it off. So yeah, it works. Definitely, they're pretty decently waterproof. Man, I'm thirsty. I'll grab a drink. We'll get after the next project here in a minute. Okay, so I think the last time you guys saw this, I was putting the new good looking red plastic on it. Well, I plan to ride tomorrow, so today earlier I switched all my plastic out other than the front because I can't, well, I haven't found it right now. I gotta take a look real quick. So the low C RCR is probably the most scale realistic. There's also, I don't know how big that size is. There's the, which one? There's the Axial, which is a Can-Am, but that's a smaller, I think it's like an 18th scale. And I've not actually, I don't even know if I've ever touched one of them. I've seen them in a box a few times, but I do not know if I have ever actually touched one of them. Let's see how this... Is my audio coming through okay, or do I need to put the microphone on? Let me know, guys. Dude, let me tell you something, Wolf Tracks. If you're going for, I mean, I'm just not a fan of the Baja Rays. I am not a fan. I'm not a fan. I don't like pretty much anything that's Losi's making in that, with that older, I guess it's like a, to me it seems like an older short course truck chassis. The differentials feel like they're too weak and they're always broke. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, those things break a lot. Man, I've got to find my front fender. So, look at this, guys. And look at this. This is what happens when you try cleaning and then heating with I was using a heat gun on this and got it a little too close. So... yeah, I'm not stressing on it. This is what Marvin and Mark, one of them, it's father and son, one of them built this. I forget which one is Marvin and which one's Mark. I think the father's Marvin. I think he's the one who built it. Came out nice. That's aluminum. But this is junk now. Oh, here's my fender. It hit the ground at some point. All right, gonna have this thing ready to rip in no time. So what okay, man, I don't want to, I'm not going to be judgmental, but just anyone that's reviewing the Gorgon, unless you're doing it for the kids, just knock it off. Straight axle or independent? I don't remember. Battery tray is on the bottom. I don't feel like it's going to fall out. I don't think that's the biggest deal about it. It's just not that great. What was I saying though? I was talking about something. I can't remember now. Oh, so I plugged in the Spectrum ESC tuner today for the first time. I've had it for pretty much since I've had this bike, but I just kind of had some extra time. I pulled this bolt out right here, and then it allows you to pull that crash structure up, and then you can kind of pull it up out of the way, and the wire, the cable will come out from there, and you just hook it up. So that I did, and it was I can wipe that down some. I did change the brake power. I really want to be able to slide my rear of this bike into corners. I think it came set at 67 or somewhere in thereabout. I only moved it up one, I think, to 75%. I think the next is 85 or so, and then 100. I wanted to move up one at a time, just to kind of see how I feel a difference. If I don't feel much of a difference, I may just jump up a bigger jump quickly. But yeah, I think sliding the back of this, being able to lock it up easily and sliding the back around could definitely help in the handling of this vehicle. Let you to turn sharper corners maybe. All right. This is the one that's not for sale. As soon as I finish this up, I will bust out another car that is for sale. And I'm probably going to call it about 10 o'clock tonight, guys. It's been a long week. Worked a bit more than I'm used to working. And I do have a early day. I'd like to just sleep in, but we have a few more weeks of warm weather, and so that means I'm out at the beach playing volleyball or helping to coach volleyball, and it's a good time. But I don't want to be up too late if I'm going to be doing that, especially if I'm drinking. Last week, here we go, guys. The Trail. I know some of the people, I believe, who's been out there that has had the Trail? Has anyone been? I think two of you guys got it, but I don't know if you had been able to test it as of yet. I'm still very happy with this one. I really am. What I'm not happy about is when I see the Trail, it looks like this costs like $70 and the Trail was around 40 maybe. I know it was significantly less, so I wish I would have saved some money, waited just a couple weeks. But if you've been able to use it, let me know. What do you think? Sorry if I asked this question last week. I sleep and then I forget when I sleep. I forget everything from the day before. 40 for the trio caliper. Not been able to test it. Hoping maybe for tomorrow. Yeah. If you test it, let us know. Check, maybe you'll do a video or live stream it, or just test it. Have fun with it. One thing and then, just tell us later. I know I like to do videos, but sometimes it's like, man, enough's enough. I just want to drive my RC in peace and have fun. Alright, so this guy's ready to drive tomorrow. No, he's not. I gotta put his clothes back on. Damn it. Damn it. Just when I thought I was done. This is my least favorite part of messing with this car. This motorcycle is having to change up his damn outfits. Wrong one. Though I did wash his clothes when they came off. Actually threw them in the wash. They were filthy. And it came out a little bit better. I'll show you how it guys turned out here in a second. Oh, that's funny. Wrap him in a ripped cloth. Make it like ragged mummies. That would be funny, dude. That would be funny. But I can't do that. I don't have that. I'm not that good at making stuff either. But I do think I have his gear somewhere here. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Check it. So this was all ran through the wash, including this. Still fairly dirty. All that was from the road. Like the black stuff was like tire, road dust or whatever, and that stuff doesn't come off too well. Filthy. Alright, let's get this dude dressed up, and I'm gonna get the I think the Notorious 6 out, or the fire team. Somebody's looking for a fire team. Man. Hey, that fire team's kind of a have you seen the fire team there, Wolf Tracks? Do you know what that is? That's the kind of like a side-by-side, but it's a bigger version of a side-by-side, military version, or I'll show you mine here in a second. I'll sell that one, and that one's only had 2 batteries run through it. It is in primo condition. Primo. Okay, to these old flapping lips. Thank you for coming in again. I'll be watching for your info coming out on the T-Reel. I appreciate you tuning in. If you guys don't follow him, go ahead and give him a follow. He does live streams and videos. And yeah, he's really up on it when it comes to this Promoto stuff. Thanks for tuning in again. Not going to miss much. Probably here another 20 minutes or so, and then I'm going to be out. But we do appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. If you could hit that like on the way out, we'd greatly appreciate it. This is ragged. I should have just put the hoodie on and not even worried about this. Okay, yeah, we'll have a good night. You too. You as well. Yeah, man, that takes some... That's cool. Some of these guys staying up late. They're on the East Coast or different time zone than us. Even once in a while I get somebody from England or Australia, which is cool. I can't do that. This is too small. I need some glasses. I'll be back for this. I just actually don't even care about that. Just gonna put the hoodie on. What do I care? All right. You have a Ninja Turtle that might fit on the Pro Moto. That would be cool. I have, dude, I haven't seen anyone doing anything like that yet. That's kind of surprising. I thought people would be putting Batman and all kinds of shit on this. But no, I have not seen that at all. Maybe you need to make it happen. Do it. You could go viral with that video. Alright, so that's going to just be that way. And if I can't get this, and I probably can't, I'm not going to worry about it. Oh. Alright, well. That's funny. Wasn't able to do it with nothing in the way. But now I'm able to actually get it done. Funny. Alright guys, let's throw this back on and we're done with him. Yeah, it's just a lonely me and my dog out here tonight. Not a whole lot going on in the garage. Wish I had some guests over. Said Chelios was going to be here, but he's often got some he's a responsible guy. He's got last minute responsibilities popping up all the time. I heard that his dad is coming along well. If you guys heard 2 weeks ago. Oh yeah, I was out last week. We didn't do a show last week. At a concert, so I had a good time last week. Was not... Did I do a Sunday show? I think that's what it was. I think I did a Sunday show. Yeah. I actually enjoyed that Sunday show. I think I'll do another Sunday show this week. If you guys want, watch for that. Sunday show should be better prepped than this one. Hello, Josie Wilds. Thank you. Thank you for lurking and doing stuff and saying hi. It's good to have you here in chat. We do appreciate it. I have seen somebody do Evil Knievel. Dingo. Yes, I have seen that. That's the one I guess I have seen. And of course, like custom gear. That would be like the personal rider's number, or, you know, maybe a Jeremy McGrath or whatever. I've seen, you know, but no, I haven't seen as many like Batman, Spider-Man, that kind of crazy stuff. But maybe the Ninja Turtles is the way to go. I'm going to sit down and have a drink real quick. Welcome, though. Yeah, welcome, Josie Wilds. Yeah, if you have any questions or comments, please, let's hear them. We're just hanging out here in the garage. I'm going to have a sip right now. Drinking twisted tea. Nothing too strong this evening, just so I can make it into volleyball early in the morning. Just realized my rear axle's loose. Never tightened it up when I was working today, I guess. That's okay. So Josie Wilds, what brings you in here? Do you have a Pro Moto or an RC? Are you interested in them? Or if you have anything interesting or anything to say, love to hear it. Do a lot of just general maintenance and talk, and basically just hanging in the garage. Pro rider named Jersey's Emig. Dude. Yeah. Emig, I don't need to know Emig one. You're a Cowie fan, ain't you, Wolf Tracks? And Cowie fired Emig. Josie Wild. Thank you for subscribing, my friend. I appreciate it, Josie, very much. Definitely appreciate it. Yeah, it's fun to meet the people that subscribe to the channel. If you ever have any questions or want me to focus on a certain type of RC or something, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and pull this guy out of the way and get something else out. So he's ready to ride. Well, the fire team is being blocked right now, so we're not getting that out. I will get out the Notorious. I've already had this Notorious out on the show several times. This is a good truck. Let's see if I raise this up a little. Give us some more room to see here. Great truck. These tires on it are junk. I just happen to have them sitting on it. But I have several sets of good tires for it. Very good car with a whole bunch of EXB parts on it. This is the 6S Notorious. Basically the same as an Outcast. They never made a Notorious EXB. As you can see, I have the EXB braces. I have a 3D RC that came from my buddy Kevin. Rear wing mount. Shock towers are the Red EXB. Bunch of nice stuff on here. This is a nice truck. I'll let this go for a good deal. Like, make me an offer. I will let this truck go for a good deal, and I won't even sell them with these crummy tires. I'll put some decent tires on there. An SCX 24 guy. That's cool. We have I have a small crawler course here in the garage, which I don't know if you saw. We've done a couple shows where I had some friends over and we did crawling with the 24th scale. It's been a long time since we've done that, several months, but maybe I'll get one of those planned again sometime, and you can watch with that. And I don't know if you're in the area. If you are, you could maybe even join in. But grab a crawler out right now, guys. No, that's not happening. I have all kinds of junk in the way, and I can't get to most of my cars right now. I'll check this out. I don't think I showed you last week. If I did show you, and I might have, remind me. Did you guys see the Panda racing last week? Did I bring that out last week? You say you're new to RC and just got your fourth? Yeah, RC's a lot of fun. Very fun. What made you kind of want to get into the hobby, if you don't mind sharing? Like, do you just like cars, or jumping stuff off road, or like what made you like it? I don't really know. I think I liked it because I just always like off-road racing and dirt bikes and dune buggies and things like that. So a customer came by last week and said he park here? I said, yeah. He goes, oh great, I just want to donate this. I think he said he found it at a yard sale. I have not looked at it at all. It's a Thunder Tiger, which is actually the company that owns Associated. Associated Electronics used to be their own company. Now Thunder Tiger, they're owned by Thunder Tiger. I've not looked at this at all. So I don't know. This looks to be pretty old. Let's see if I can get some idea about this. Yeah, you don't have to have no special niches. Just enjoy it all. Have fun with the RCs. It can come and go. Sometimes you want to do some racing. Sometimes you want to do crawling. Sometimes you want to do bashing. It just comes and goes. Nope, this is a big one. This is an 8 cell. Or 7. I have some 6 cells. I have something that'll fit. Don't have a controller for this, but that's okay. I don't think, man, does anyone ever remember these? Actually, I had a guy call up the shop today and said they had a Nico. Darn. I forget which car it was. It was an old Nico car. They didn't have the remote control for it. It's like, dude, I can't help you. It doesn't. I don't have anything like that. It was the old 27 megahertz style radios. I don't know how this body. Look. Jumps over the crawler course. And Wolf Track's always got something cool to do. He always coming up with the great ideas. I'm all for it. Let's do it. Oh, I see a resistor over there, a heat sink. This has got an old, I assume an old 3-speed mechanical transmission or a mechanical speed control. Not an ESC, before electric speed controls. How do you come out of there? Haha. Ooh, it's got a Futaba. I can make this run. No problemo. It's got a Futaba. I probably have old Futaba radios that I can match up to this. This is so cool now. I didn't realize that. That's kind of a bonus. Yeah, heat sink like the old school Blackfoots and Clodbusters and all them bad boys. Oh, wow. So it actually has a Futaba servo, a steering servo. I need. Here was your steering servo, just like today, but this was your speed control. And to make the speed control work, it had to rotate. It would turn this way or this way for forward or reverse. I don't know which is which, but one's forward, one's reverse. And you would use a servo. So you actually needed 2 servos. In your car back then, there was more electronics involved. It was more complicated. This is an old crystal style receiver. It's a 2-channel receiver, Futaba, and I do have some old Futabas, so I bet you we can make this work. I didn't realize this was going to be like this inside. They're definitely flat, but I was looking at them and they're not glued. So what I can do is pull the tires off, and there's no foam in them. I'm going to pull off the tires, and I will put foam in them, and that'll hopefully expand the tires out. Let me check chat. Used to race nitro boats in 90 to 92. I missed Budweiser. Came back in RC doing crawling. Fell in love with that. It's changed. Oh yeah, it's changed a whole lot since the 90s. Absolutely. Clodbuster followed by a Blackfoot, and all me and my cousins and brothers had all the Tamiyas, and that stuff was like this. And then the 90s changed, but it got better in the 90s, but then where we're at today is amazing. Heat singlet. They started watching YouTube on RC crawling, just buggy stuffs. Decided to get into the 124th and 110. Yeah, dude, I wish I could get my 24 scale crawlers out. Unfortunately, I have a dirt bike leaned over, and if I lean it up, it's covering it's covering my whole shelf. It's like leaned over on the shelf, and if I lean it up, oil's going to drip out because the side cover's off right now. So maybe for the next show I'll bust the crawlers out. But we can do a crawler show soon in the future. You got a Futaba transmitter. Oh, so yeah, those Futaba transmitters. Man. Check out some of these. I think I have some over pretty close. Let me see. Here's an old Magnum Junior. This isn't even that old. This is from the 90s though. And this is a 75 megahertz. So, and so is this one. And I think I have the other crystal for this is matched up in, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's in this buggy right here. This old Futaba FX10. I think it's in this. So I can pull the crystal out of this one, which does run. That old buggy does run. I could put the crystal in here, pair it up, and I should be able to drive. Well, there's no pairing once you put a crystal in. That's it, if they're matching. I think it would probably work with this. If it's around the same generation, I'll check into it. But yeah, got at least one Futaba. Maybe, I think I got some others as well. This is in really nice shape still. This is 75.910 megahertz. Who remembers when you had to check what your megahertz was, what frequency you were on, so you did not mess up anyone else's signal? And then when you had these long antennas that you had to put in, screw in, be careful to not break. These antennas were a dime a dozen. You could find them everywhere. Now if you break one, you're screwed. I don't know where you're going to find those. Got some old radios just sitting in that toolbox over there. Condition radio from the 90s. I wish I had some. I do have some older stuff, but man, they're not coming out. They're on the other side of the garage as well. But yeah, this is a really premium. Not my Creighton, my Tamiya Clodbuster, which still has an electric speed control. That one I might bust out here. I can bust that one out here in a second if we get done looking at this. If there's time in the show. If not, you guys tune in Sunday. Hopefully we'll do something cool Sunday. Yeah, this is great. I did not think that it had an actual decent insides to it. Like, I thought it was going to be toy grade, but no, it's hobby grade. Be careful with the antenna here. Don't want to hurt anything. Don't want to tear it. Nothing is torn. Doesn't look like that antenna's been nicked at all. Yeah, very cool. Let's make it. Maybe should I do a video or do it on live stream? Videos I can use. Very, very neat. I've seen better wheels than that. Something's a little worn, but that's so cool. Look at these hub covers. I assume that it's a cover. I don't want to go pulling at it yet. I don't know what the deal is there. I don't see any wheel nuts. Oh yeah, that's a cover. I'll pry on it when I have something better to deal with. I don't need to do that now. That's really cool. I'm glad. I can't believe some guy just dropped it off. So, another old car for the collection. This is a Panda Racing. Pandemonia, I think. I'd love to hear from you on what this car is. Were they worth anything back then? I'm going to just leave it apart like this right now. I think sometime tomorrow I will try to get some compressed air in here and blow it out a little bit, take another look at it. But I will, if you guys want, I'll save turning it on and plugging it up for the show in a week or two. There's this. Wow, that's weird. I gotta see if there's anything I can do to shore this up, or is that just how it is? That's just a very... Maybe that's how it is. I don't even like to replace the antenna tubes on some of the older rides, but I think this one might need it replaced. Wear a color ribbon. Yeah. Yeah. There's stuff like this. There's little ribbons or things like this you can put off your antenna. Let me see. You have 2 antennas left. Wolf track stud. Document it. Yeah. FPV races with RC cars. And I don't know how it would be. I think it would be a lot of fun. I don't have any of that FPV equipment at all, though. Maybe my buddy Kevin could get started with that, since he's doing a lot of FPV drone stuff right now. Well, alright guys, I'm going to put this off to the side. Might have went for what year they came out. Panda Racing Team, made by Thunder Tiger. And Thunder Tiger is Tiger, yeah. I believe it's a Chinese company, which has since purchased Associated, but yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. So guys, one more thing before we go. This is my old Clodbuster. No, not my old. This is a old Clodbuster. This is not my original Clodbuster. I can get some more space here. Well, it doesn't fit in frame very well. Really big. Like if I put my lunchbox next to it, it's tiny. These tires are about 6 inches tall, and this car was 4-wheel drive and 4-wheel steering. Here's your electric speed control. Here's your heat sink. You burn yourself on it very easily. Servo to control your speed control. Underneath there was 2 motors, one on each axle. Here's one motor. Here's the other motor. And it had only one servo, so the steering isn't great. The servo is actually, I believe it's mounted right here. And there's a links that go, you can probably see them right there and there. And that's what steers it. And it has front and rear steering. And it didn't help out this behemoth that much, because even though 4-wheel steering, weak servos of back in the day, it wasn't that great. Still an iconic RC. The first one I ever had, a real RC. Mine was red. My uncle bought it for me. Man, I wish I still had it. Literally, I wish I still had it. Anyway, this is another oldie but a goodie. Not sure if you guys ever seen these bad boys. Grasshopper, yeah. So Dingo's tried FPV with the radio link and it's very different. I bet it is. The other has tape on it. What do you mean, wait, one left? The other has, I'm not sure. So you got an 80s in the Grasshopper. That's cool. They're still selling the Grasshoppers. You can get one for about 150 bucks at a local hobby shop and have some fun putting it back together. They still sell them pretty much the same. Yeah, the Pirate Mike just got a Sand Scorcher kit. That's going to be awesome. Love the Sand Scorcher. I forgot I have some parts to put this back together. This needs to be, I wish I had more time to mess with my RCs, guys. I forgot about, I have a whole bunch of parts. The light bar and these little blocks down here. But I'll never get around to some of these projects, I'm afraid. That's why I'm going to sell some stuff. I'm not selling this. None of the old stuff's for sale. Only the newer stuff's for sale. But if you guys are interested in anything, let me know. By doing some monster scratchers. Alright. Let's see what we get here. Alright guys, so what do we have? The monsters, these are easy games. You went up to 30,000. I like these simple games. You don't have to look at too much stuff. Yeah, dude, you ought to pick up another Grasshopper. That thing will be cool. They still sell the Grasshopper, the Blackfoot, Monster Beetle, Clodbuster, the Frog. There's a whole bunch. Well, those are still available, and there's some others. There's a bunch of them still available, though. Alright, guys. Monster numbers. Real simple. All I got to do is match it. Most I ever won on one of these scratchers was 500 bucks. That was like 15 years ago. I haven't won anything since. So 28, 18, or 16. 26, 16. Okay, we got a winner for a ticket. 14, 27, 7, 17, 23, 21, and 19. Okay, looks like we won a ticket there. Cool, cool, cool. If I can find 2 Grasshoppers, price of one, it might be. You bought a couple of monster scratchers too, huh? Alright, let's see. So that was one ticket. Okay, we're just going better from here. Frankenstein. 28, 21, and 7. What do we got here, guys? 14, 24, 23, 13, 18, nothing. 12, 6, 22, 27, and 8. I think we got a whole lot of nothing there. Moving on to Dracula. Ah, these are cool. Halloween's fun. Horror movies are fun. 11, 23, 16. And we got a 17, 24, 8, 12, 18. No winners there. 27, 25, 13, 22, and 7. Well, so far we've gotten a whole ticket. But that's okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It ain't really kicking ass right now, but we got 2 tickets left. I think we're going to win big on the Mummy, because Wolf Tracks had said something about wrapping up the RC, the Pro Moto guy like a Mummy. So we'll see. And guys, make sure you turn in next week. Going to do a Halloween special. I think the pirate is going to be in town, so that's going to be awesome. And then, yeah, just tune in for the Halloween special. It's going to be great. 28, 22, 9. So we got 25, 27, 23, 19, and 21. No winners there. All right. Oh, I forgot to tell you. This is all brought to you by King's Liquor. This last hour of the show brought to you by King's Liquor in Torrance, California. They're not related to Prince Liquor over on oh, I forget what Prince Liquor's on. They're on Torrance Boulevard, right there at basically Torrance and Anza Boulevard. King's Liquor, best liquor store that you're going to find in the whole Los Angeles area. But there is a place called Prince Liquor, and that's on, when I remember it, stay away from that place. It's no good. Okay, we're going to have one more chance to win. El Camino Real. I think that's the road it's on. Let's go win with the Mummy. Watching Elvira and Dawn of the Dead. Dude, that is so cool. I think Elvira is so cool. I wish I'd seen her. Her name is Cassandra Richardson, I believe is her real name. And she doesn't have the black hair. She has red hair. I think it's Cassandra Richardson or Cassandra Peterson. I'm forgetting that right now. She used to do a show at the Knott's Berry Farm for Halloween, and I went several years, but I always missed her show. I wish I had not missed it. Now she doesn't do it anymore. But yeah, Elvira is awesome. I see that Elvira's Mistress of Dark, or whatever it was called, is currently on YouTube to watch for free if you get that channel. Dawn of the Dead movies are awesome. Yeah, I love those. And some of my favorite movies. Dawn of the Dead was awesome. The first one, I believe, was the black and white. They were trapped in the farmhouse. Man, that was a great one. I've watched all of them. Probably all of them. George Romero films, I think, did a lot of them. Alright, let's try to get some winners here. 24, 12, 17, 14, and 18. A whole bunch of nothing. The Mummy is making me look like a dummy. Come on, guys. Let's get something here. 26, 11, 9, 22, 28. Okay, so we started with one winning ticket. And that's it. That's cool. I will be back doing probably a show Sunday. I'm not for sure. But I think we're going to do a show Sunday. Lyndall Hamilton visited the place. Yes, you are correct. She visited the farm when I was 12. I don't think she's doing that show anymore. I think she quit doing it a few years. Oh, Linda Hamilton was there in 2017. That's cool. Hey, Edsel, what's up, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. It's a little bit late, maybe, but we were talking earlier today. Josie had brought up the 24 scale. I'd like to do another crawler show. Let me know if you're in on that. Get you over here. But yeah, I haven't talked to you in a while, man. Hope you're doing well. We were saying that at the shop today. Me and Chelios hadn't seen you much recently. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I see. I actually follow her on Instagram. I'm a pretty big. I was just, I love those films. Like whenever I was young, and they were funny and scary and just good. All that stuff was fun. So I'm a big fan of that stuff. As well, but maybe let's try to get you back on the show. You haven't been on the show in gold. I want the bars to be gold. I need to route a new brake cable up there. I did get a new brake cable in. I bought, every time I order for brake, but you know, I've bought a whole replacement parts, including the crash structure, which everyone seemed to be breaking at first, but I haven't. It's breaking. Guess that's a good problem. Alright, dudes. Did I see the decal people for custom decal? I did not see. I've seen custom decal companies for the Pro Moto. I haven't done it yet because I want to figure out what I'm going to do on my personal bike. I have a CR250 and I kind of want to copy that. My brother has an RM250, which is kind of an RM, and I'll see about maybe buying that back from him. It was once mine, but yeah, I kind of want to mimic my own. But yeah, that's so cool that you can do these custom builds on these. Thanks, Edsel. Yeah, this is clean so far. It still hasn't been driven. This one's virgin to the dirt. Just been built, torn apart, put back together a few times, trying different looks with it, different things with it. Gonna get some more parts in eventually for it. Man, I really appreciate all you guys tuning in. I am gonna have to go because it's getting late. I got some stuff to do. But to you new guys that have been talking, like Josie, I think it's the first time you've talked to us. We haven't heard from Edsel in a while. Haven't heard from Dingo RC. Well, maybe a couple weeks ago we have. Not that long. But all you guys new and old, Mike Thompson, yeah, Pirate Mike, good to have you on. If you don't follow the Pirate, then I don't blame you. But do go ahead and follow these old flapping lips. Follow Wolf Track RC. They both do RC related stuff on their channels. I'm not sure. Dingo RC, I'm sure you do, but I have to check your channel. I don't think I've actually checked your channel, so let me check that out. Anyway, you guys, yeah, I appreciate all you hanging out with us tonight. If you could give it a thumbs up and like and share. I will probably do another show Sunday, just from the garage for the hell of it. Yeah, any comments, leave them in the comment box below, and I will get in touch with you. I'll try to respond to all the comments. So nah. Okay. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. It's so much more fun whenever we have all the chat, the input from you guys, because it's good to know what you guys want to do in the hobby and what you guys got going on. Not sure what I'm going to do on the next show, but I do think I'm going to do a Sunday show. I'll have some projects lined out. It'll be fun. Or maybe we'll just go out and do a live stream of ripping the Pro Moto around. Either way, it'll be cool. You guys have a good night. Thank you, everybody. Have a safe weekend. And we are out of here. Like I said, follow. You guys feel free to post your own links and promote your stuff either in the comments or in the chat. If you can't, let me know, and I can make it I can open it up to where you can if there's some setting that's set up that way. Yeah, guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a great night.